Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Beauty, also known as the Rich Aunt. I'd like to welcome everyone to my channel. I'd like to welcome all our new subscribers. We have quite a few. The channel is currently sitting at 230 subscribers, and I'd like to say thank you so much to everyone that is sharing my videos, liking the video, and also commenting on the videos, and also referring other people to come and watch my videos. Thank you so much. I'm seeing the growth, I'm seeing a lot of new people, and I'm seeing a lot of activities in the comment section. So thank you so much guys for the love. Thank you. This is so encouraging. You know, it encourages me to take my phone, sit down, and just record another video. So to see the channel growing says that there's something right that we are doing. So I'd like to say welcome to a beautiful sit down. Today is the 7th of July 2024, and I'm here sitting down for a sit down. I'm literally sitting on the floor because we are out here chasing lighting, right? But nonetheless, I'd like to say welcome everyone. Today it is a beautiful Sunday. We are right inside the second half of 2024, and yeah, I thought I should come here and maybe we do a quick reset for the second half of 2024, right? So last week I didn't post a video simply because I was busy doing my own reset and preparing myself for the second half of 2024, because I live a life of intention. I'm very intentional with everything that I do. I'm very intentional with what I do with my time. I'm very intentional with a week, a month, a quarter. And yeah, so I wouldn't get into the second half of 2024 without actually reflecting, without planning on the things that I want to do, and yeah, actually checking, you know, what has been happening. So last week, or yeah, I think the whole of last week, I was busy doing that, because it's not a one-day thing whereby you'll just sit down and say we've done the reset, but it actually takes a bit of time because you need to look into every area of your life and reflect on that. So I was busy with that, hence I didn't post any video, but then I thought I would just come and just check if you did your own reset. If you haven't done it, it's never too late. We are just in the first week of the second half of 2024, and this is the perfect time to actually do your reset. Maybe you're asking yourself, what is a reset, right? A definition, in Oxford definition, says that it is an act of adjusting or fixing something to do it in a new or a different way. It's an act of adjusting or fixing something to, yeah, fixing something in a new or a different way, right? So because the year has started, you know, kind of really in this year, and we have done quite a lot of things. You know, we have tried to apply principles and ways of doing things, right? We've tried to learn new habits, learn new hobbies, learn new skills, right? But then it is very important that we take the moment to pause and actually check if we need to change ways of doing things, if there's something that needs to be fixed. So that is exactly what a reset is, right? So like I said, last week I was busy doing that. I was busy doing my reset, and yeah, a reset, it's so much hard work, because you cannot rush it. You really need to look into what has actually been happening. So I want to specifically talk about financial reset. How do you do a financial reset, right? So I've been watching a bit of videos because I needed more knowledge so that when I do it right. Ne? And I bumped into a video whereby they were actually saying that when you do a financial reset, you are basically doing a financial audit. You're auditing yourself financially to say, where are we, what has been happening, what has been working, and what has not been working, right? And that's exactly what I've been doing. I did a financial audit on myself. So we were checking the books, what is happening, what is what, where are we going, right? And how did I do my financial reset? Basically, a financial reset requires you to print your 6 months bank statement, right? So I printed my 6 months bank statement, I printed my pay slips, and I took all the budgets for all the months because I've been using my black book to do everything since the beginning of the year. So every month I would do a reset, right? So this includes me planning for the month. Once we've planned the month, we then do the monthly budget, right? So I have been going through the budget for all the months to check if things have been really going as we say, or rather as we plan them. Because sometimes you budget and then you pay off things, but then there are things that would come up during the month. Then you really need to know how did you cover for all those things. Is it something that you really budgeted for, or there was money that was set aside for that? So now when I was doing my financial audit, those are the things that I was checking. So okay, this is the 6 months bank statements, this is what's on my budget for the past 6 months, right? And this, so now we check the budget versus the bank statement. If everything is going accordingly, if things are really tallying to say, okay, we said we are doing this here, this is what we are doing. I was also checking my investments account to say, okay, this is the money that we used for my savings, my long-term savings and my short-term savings. I was checking on the balances, checking on the account statement itself to see that the money is in the account and we haven't really tampered with the money. If we did, what was the reason for that, so that in the new quarter we actually plan properly for that. And I must say, it really shows one where you are really standing financially, because I was able to understand my financial status on that day when I was busy doing my own financial audit. I really got to understand that I see the light. I really, really do see the light in my finances. And yeah, so an audit is very necessary. An audit will really show you where do you need to cut off. Are you maybe saving a whole lot, and then that makes you actually struggle a bit here and there, because sometimes you can save, like you can allocate a chunk of money for savings, but then you'd really find yourself that you actually struggle a lot, or you like it getting to the next payday. It's a bit difficult because we are saving a whole chunk of money. So as I was doing my financial audit, I was able to also make decisions, especially when it comes to I'm a Stockfell girl, I'm a siyaholisana type of girl. So I was checking if, okay, is the Moholisane really doing it for me? Like, is it really working? And I found that it is actually working, because in the first quarter I was able to save around 18,000 rand through just one stock fell, right? We did a round from January to June. So I was actually then deciding whether I'm going back onto the second round, yes or no. And yeah, so I'm basically going back, because the fact that we're able to save 18,000 rand, it actually says that I'm halfway through my saving goal, right? And that is not just one. So The one that we actually see a holisana, and then there's other ones whereby we are saving in a fixed term account together with a group. So then I was checking all those balances, checking if things are going right, and are we really going to get to the goal that we have set for ourselves, or maybe I need to increase or maybe open another account whereby I save money to get to my financial goals, right? So I found it so necessary to actually sit down and do it. And I must say, the other thing that helped in doing that is that we got our yearly increase somewhere in the first quarter of the year, right? And that increase was really not allocated to anything. It was just bouncing around, right? But then when I was doing my financial audit, I actually realized that, okay, there's this certain amount of money that is actually floating. It is not allocated to anything. And I was able to take a decision to say, okay, what are we going to do with this money? Because we cannot just say, this is the money that will help me buy, get through, all those, we are going out today, we are doing this, we are doing that, and we have money that is just in an account. It doesn't have a name, it is not allocated to anything. So when I was doing my financial audit, I was actually able to say, you know what, this money can actually do one, two, three, and I'm not sure if it's a coincidence. There's a few ladies at work that said they were looking for someone to join their stokvel, right? And because I just did my financial audit, I had a plan as to how am I going to save this money. But then when I heard that they actually short one person, and this is the amount that they are actually um, contributing towards the stokvel, I was like, okay, I have that amount, but if I didn't do the financial audit, I wouldn't know that I have that amount. So the financial audit would really, really show you a true picture of where you are and what you have and what you don't have, right? So that 2,000, 3,000, it has been floating and we have been using it in a way that is not right. Obviously, the first month after increase, we're like, oh, I am paying myself, I am treating myself good this month. Everything that beauty gets, right? And then the second month is the same thing until you sit down and actually do an audit. You will get to see that, okay, sharp, it's enough. Beauty got what she wanted, but now it's time for beauty to do things right. Yeah? So part of doing the financial audit made me realize that. And I found it to be so, like, it makes you not to be very anxious about the future. Like, I was able to see things in the right angle to say, okay, so really paying off the car, it's actually getting closer and closer. We are really getting there. We have the money for the balloon payment, and this thing, it's real, it is happening, right? And it makes me to become, to say, you know what, we are on track. We really, really are on track. So I'm not fearful of what lies ahead because I have planned properly for that, and I'm so grateful that with all the financial education that I get to learn on the YouTube streets, on any other thing, this week I attended my first session of financial coaching, and it has really been great, so I really found that, what, we go through therapy for our mental wellness, we go through all these things for other certain parts of our lives, and I really realized that, what, I needed a coach. I needed someone to actually sit with me, to take me through, and I'm having my second session this week, and you really get to ask questions to professionals, right, that really know what they're talking about. And I am so happy that I actually said yes to that financial coaching. And it was a free session. In most cases, I would be like, this thing's, they will not help you in any way. It's not like they're going to increase our salary and stuff, but really those things are helpful. So if your employer is offering such, please do make sure that you use those resources. You go, you ask the relevant questions. Those people, they they are equipped, to give advice. They are equipped to really help you sort out your financial matters, because right now even companies, they are really really worried about the financial well-being of their people. It all started by, we are worried about your mental well-being, and obviously through time, through sessions, they realize that a lot of our um, mental instances or mental wellness, it's in most likely connected to how we are doing financially, because sometimes you're not going to be well if really you feel like, whew, everything is just on me, and until you actually get to realize that I need help on my finances, and you go out, you look for that help, you'll realize that all other areas of your life, they will also get to a standard that makes you live life better. So now my own company is really on financial well-being. It started with mental well-being, and now we are currently at the financial well-being. And I really can see that they understand that the economy has not been so good to us, right? So they're trying by all means. They can give you all the increase that you want, but if you do not have the financial education, you don't have the financial literacy, you really don't know what is happening with your money, that increase will not make a difference. But if you actually sit down with someone that is well trained and that will advise you accordingly, show you things from a different perspective, and then you'd actually start seeing that, oh, okay, I can actually get out of the mess that I got myself into. So yeah, so that's what has been happening with my financial reset. And I'd like to encourage you to say, you know what, do a financial audit on yourself. Print out that 6 months bank statement, go through the budget that you have been making the past 6 months, and see if there's anything that needs to change on that budget, or if there's something that needs to be fixed on that budget, and you fix it, because we want to get to 2025 better. We want to end 2024 on a greater note, right? And yeah, so I would say that take some time, do a financial reset, and not just a financial reset, but also look at your whole life, like do a 360 on you, do a 360 on everything that revolves around you, to actually see what needs to be fixed, what can I do different, because obviously we're not going to see different results if we do things the very same way that we've been doing it. So if there's something that needs to be fixed, you'd actually have gone through a reset or a reflection of some sort to actually see if there's something that I need to fix. So I encourage you to say, in the next week or two, make sure that you go through a reset your goals, go through everything that you've been doing, go through your finances, go through your well-being. How are you? Take a reset to really check up on yourself, check up on all the areas of your life, and yeah, so that should help. So this was my video for today. I think I covered everything. So in the next 6 months, make sure that you are intentional about everything that you are doing. Time is not on our side, right? So make sure that with all that you do, you are very intentional, you plan for it, you are prepared for every little thing that you are getting yourself into. So reflect, plan, and prepare. Until the next video, I love you so much, guys. Please don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. We need 170 more subscribers for us to get to the giveaway, right? So if you don't know what I'm talking about, please check out my previous videos that will tell you what is it that we are giving away. Until the next one, love you guys. Mwah.